What the is going on at Liverpool? The Premier League champions are now sitting 12th. 6 losses in 7 games. A 125 million striker who hasn't scored. And a manager who was untouchable 6 months ago is now fighting for his job.
We're talking about the champions, a quality team with bolting on quality players. Talking about Isak and Wirtz coming in. Kerkez, who was very, very good at Bournemouth. We've seen Frimpong, where he's at Leverkusen. So they brought in very good players. And what's got to happen now is that they've got to gel. And the fact is, when you're the champions, it's got to happen quickly.
Liverpool went from winning the league to looking completely lost in record time. Slot came into this season as the golden boy. He'd won the league in his first year, rebuilt the style, and the club backed him hard. Very hard. Liverpool spent over £400 million in the summer. Key signings: Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Kerkez. Multiple squad reinforcements across defence, midfield and attack. On paper, this looked like a perfect title-winning rebuild. In reality, the moment the window closed, cracks started to show. Here's the thing, a squad that big, with that much turnover, needs time to gel, and Liverpool simply didn't have it. The players haven't fully adapted to Slot's style, and the star signings aren't producing yet. Slot kept last season's tactical blueprint largely intact. High pressing, quick transitions, fluid rotations across midfield and attack. It worked last season. Teams couldn't handle Liverpool's pace and organisation, but the Premier League evolved. Opponents adapted, more physical in duels, more direct in attack, less intimidated by Liverpool's press. The biggest glaring issue: set pieces. Last season, 0 goals conceded from set pieces at this stage. This season, already 9 goals conceded. Slot called it close to ridiculous, and he's not wrong. Liverpool looks soft, disorganised and mentally shaky in moments that used to be their strength. The results tell the story of a huge collapse. 3-0 loss to Nottingham Forest at Anfield. 6 defeats in 7 league games. 8 losses in 11 across all competitions. The worst form since 1953. 3 consecutive 3-goal defeats for the first time since 1953. This isn't just a title contender wobble. This is historically bad. A run like this puts a manager under immediate pressure, and Liverpool are feeling it on every level, from ownership to fans to players.
He doesn't feel comfortable in what they've signed as yet. They've signed Florian Wirtz, who's a very, very good footballer. They've not worked out how to get the best from him yet in that Liverpool system. Yeah, they've got big problems, not just defensively. It's in the midfield as well, because there's a lack of protection. There's a lack of understanding how to get the best out of individuals.
It's a tough week for Liverpool fans, isn't it?
Then came PSV. A 4-1 defeat at home that had only won 1 Champions League match all season. That match wasn't just a loss, it was a symbolic moment. Confidence gone, organisation gone, urgency gone. Slot said he feels safe, but even he admitted the questions are justified. Liverpool's season is hanging by a thread, and the atmosphere is toxic. Mo Salah is normally the player who decides big games. This season, not so much. Touch inconsistent, pressing intensity way down. Teams target his lack of defensive cover. Confidence visibly low. And other issues: Alexander Isak hasn't scored a league goal yet. Wirtz looked underwhelming. New signings haven't settled. System isn't protecting them or creating space. Basically, Liverpool star players aren't performing, and the system is failing to help them. Several things hit Liverpool at once. Transfer window overload, too many signings too fast. Chemistry isn't there. Tactically rigid. Slot didn't adapt quickly enough when teams figured Liverpool out. Defensive organisation collapsed, particularly on set pieces and transitions. The mentality drop. You can see confidence draining game by game. Key players lost form: Salah, Isak.
But again, everyone just thought, after winning the league last season, adding all these amazing players in attacking positions especially, they're going to win it again. But it's never that simple. It takes time for these players to bed in.
Combine all this and you got a perfect storm of chaos. Slot's next 2 games define everything. Away to West Ham and at home to Sunderland. Win both, he'll survive for now. Drop points, the pressure builds even more. Liverpool's ownership backed him with huge money. They expected a title race, not mid-table anxiety. This pressure is on, the players are underperforming and the league isn't waiting. A factor that could play a big part is the passing of Diogo Jota. Jota wasn't just a player on the pitch, he was a leader, an emotional glue in the dressing room. He kept spirits high, he connected with younger players, and he helped maintain the culture that kept Liverpool tight-knit. What a player off the bench as well. His absence and the grief around it has a real impact. Players aren't just missing his goals, they're missing his presence. This kind of loss affects focus, cohesion and confidence across the squad. In fact, it's not just a confidence issue, it's players grieving for their best mate.
Today I've been in bits. I know that the age I'm at and everything, this will be my last chance at the World Cup. I couldn't get my mate Diogo Jota out of my head today. We spoke so much together about the World Cup. When he missed out on guitar because of injury, I missed out. The Scotland never win, and we always discussed what it'd be like going to this World Cup. And I know he'll be somewhere smiling over me tonight. And yeah, I just couldn't get him out of my head the whole day, so I was in a bit of trouble in my room earlier. But yeah.
So Jota's passing is obviously going to affect most of them at the club, and it's definitely a big factor. Slot uses a 4-2-3-1, often converting into a 4-4-2 press. Double pivot provides central cover, allowing wingers to press. Klopp used a front three press but relied on explosive central midfielders to close gaps. Slot's double pivot and back three structure gives support under pressure. Slot also encourages wingers to attack aggressively, exploit wide areas and overload the box. The key difference between him and Klopp, Slot's approach prioritises structure and defensive cover, while Klopp's system relied more on explosiveness and transitional aggression. Teams in the Premier League have adapted. Slot's system is less effective if confidence is low. Player form fluctuations expose gaps in the double pivot and pressing shape. Two moments define the early unravelling of Liverpool's season. Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving. This wasn't just a right back leaving, it was Liverpool losing the player who dictated the tempo of the team. He controlled transitions, provided creativity and acted as a tactical outlet whenever the team was under pressure. Without him, Liverpool's build-up slows, passes lose intent, moments that used to feel automatic now feel calculated, hesitant. Also, football isn't just tactics. Momentum, confidence and chemistry matter just as much. The loss of key figures and the dip in form can be seen in body language. Pressing is half-hearted, reactions to conceding are flat. Decision making seems slower. Konaté's performances tell a story. Last season, dominant, decisive and aggressive. This season, hesitant, indecisive, second guessing and avoiding challenges. It's not technical mistakes, it's mental and confidence based. A defender like Konaté sets the tone for the back line. When he's confident, he carries the defensive structure. When he's hesitant, the entire defence feels exposed. This pattern has contributed to some of Liverpool's early season defensive lapses. So what's really happening with Liverpool right now? This isn't just a bad run, it's a combination of tactical challenges, squad changes, star players underperforming and the emotional weight of losing Jota. Everything that worked in Slot's first season, the high press, the double pivot, the structured build-up, is now being tested like never before. The results are poor, the confidence is low, opponents are figuring Liverpool out. So what do you think? Will Slot steer Liverpool back to the top, or is a change inevitable? Let me know in the comments, because this right now is a Liverpool crisis and an Arne Slot crisis.